The Arcturian Group. May 5, 2013. Greetings, dear ones. We come today to tell you of the many changes we see happening in your world. Light energy is increasing each day, which in turn is exposing much that has been kept hidden for years. Do not despair if you do not see these changes yourselves, because your news is not reporting to you that which we see. What we see has to do with energy, souls awakening, and planetary consciousness lifting to new and higher levels. This in turn is allowing people to see where and how they are being used and lied by those that would keep the world in the old ways for personal profit. This is how change happens. Evolution manifests in the small events of daily life: a smile to or from a stranger, comfort to someone suffering loss, or the recognition of another's true identity even if they are unaware of it. Learn to live in compassion, dear ones, not in sympathy, for in sympathy you align yourself with the lower energies that the other is suffering from. This is an important point for those of you who work with people in some capacity. Be not afraid, for you are doing the work. Try very hard to not hold concepts of how your world should appear, for concepts are simply three-dimensional mind-formed ideas reflecting an individual's belief system. Try not to force things into how you think they should be, but allow them to unfold while standing back in truth as an observer, knowing that all is proceeding according to plan for yourselves and for the world. Learn to trust, dear ones, for once you have decided to spiritually grow, you are being guided. The Arcturian Group wishes to talk about oneness. You may say, we always talk about oneness, but we reply that we must emphasize the truth of oneness because it is the basic truth upon which all change will take place. Until mankind can understand that there is only one mind, one life, one intelligence, one reality, manifesting itself in infinite form and variety, there will always be that sense of separation holding man in bondage to the false sense of duality and separation. You see, all are in and of the one, for it is all there is. With this awareness there would be no wars, no thievery, no murders, no anger or lower resonating emotions, all of which arise from a belief in separation. When mankind realizes that there is only one, he will see that all have the same opportunity to experience the gifts embodied within that one. No one has been given more than another, for there is only the one. It's the individual state of consciousness that determines how much of that one will manifest. Journeys through lifetimes, some easy and many difficult, were carefully chosen by every soul as necessary experiences leading to this awareness of one, and you are ready for this awareness now. Everything is connected within the one: the crystal mineral kingdom, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, the Devic elemental nature spirit kingdom, and all human as well as galactic beings. There is only one, and it is continually manifesting itself and cannot be separated from its own qualities, which is why these qualities are held in place and governed infinitely by spiritual law. These unchanging and permanent qualities of intelligence, wisdom, abundance, wholeness, completeness, etc. are yours by virtue of your divine sonship, but only manifest according to the conditioning of your state of consciousness. If you fully believe you are separate from all other living things, then the divine idea of oneness will manifest in your experience as relationships that reflect this. The one never changes, but any false belief held in consciousness will manifest outwardly. Examine your experiences, dear ones, for they will guide you to what you still hold within your consciousness. The job of the evolutionary process is to move every soul into an awareness of the truth of one. Truth appears when an individual is ready, simply as a new idea that seems to resonate. The awakening soul ponders and thinks upon this new idea and begins to practice it in daily life. Gradually the truth integrates and becomes the individual's state of consciousness. Evolution is an unfolding process, dear ones. One cannot say, "I got it," and then expect everything to suddenly change. It is not a matter of intellectual knowledge, it is the actual integration of these truths until they become you. That is why many refer to old souls evolved through many lifetimes versus new souls just beginning to learn. Over lifetimes of living in duality and separation, you have accumulated lower resonating energies which have been stored within your physical, emotional, and mental bodies. These need to be cleared, for they cannot go with you into the higher dimensional energies that you are moving into. This is what you are doing now, releasing these old and toxic energies carried in ignorance from lifetime to lifetime, and which have held you in bondage to many of the issues you deal with in daily life. As these clearings take place, unpleasantness may surface and you may think you are going backwards in your spiritual progress. No, dear ones, it is just the opposite. You have reached that place in your journey where you are now evolved enough to let go of that which is old and finished. You are releasing all that you have dragged with you from lifetime to lifetime, when you did not have enough awareness to understand that these old and dense energies were holding you back. You have come to the place of finally being ready to do this difficult work, and you are doing it beautifully, so do not see the painful issues of your lives as some sort of failure, but as signs that you are graduating. Be aware that some clearing is taking place in the dream state, so if you have troubling dreams, know that you are most likely releasing the energy of some past life experience. It is important that you let go of all concepts of how clearing, evolution, or ascension should look, for yourselves or for the world. Release any and all concepts or comparison of your journey versus another's, for all have had different lifetimes with varying experiences leading to whatever personal issues need to be looked at, released, and moved beyond. It is time to let go of your concepts, dear ones, for concepts hold you in bondage to a belief system that is more often than not false. Rest in your realization of one. We are the Arcturian group. Channeled by Marilyn Raffaelle. www.onenessofall.com